I'm on a drug called Life.
Lesbians that watched In the Land of Women.
I didn't know rabbis could be like young.
You are Kamala Harris.
Eventually, little Sue was like, just kidding. I'm like becoming an it girl. I have to like stay on the block.
Millennial white women.
Don't put that curse on me, devil.
Okay, so we know that she's older. I'm kind of a different person than I was 3 days ago.
I am a different person than I was 3 hours ago.
Why, because you had a coffee?
I didn't just have a coffee. I had an espresso.
So let us all pray for me and that mic and that mouth as well.
No, you're lucky. You're lucky because I was about to press play on Diary by Alicia Keys because that's what your outfit is giving me today.
Hunter just called me a dyke again. It's like it's like every episode.
I still can't believe I said that. But listen,
history repeats
when I'm
itself.
right, I'm right.
But I'm different, not because of caffeine, but another drug called weed. And I know you might be surprised. You're like, Peyton, you're like a cool, chill girl from LA. You're black, you're hip, you're fun. How are you just now forming a relationship with weed? That's what Hunter was thinking. We're so close, I can just read her mind like that. It's crazy.
That's not what I was thinking, to be clear.
Interesting.
Where's this going to go? Okay.
Here
we go.
I'm a weed girl.
Long
yeah.
winded.
It's been like 2 minutes on the clock. Hunter's like, so find the point. And the point is, I'm a weed girl now. I've rebranded. As of 3 days
smoking
ago.
Or what do you do, like
so
edibles?
I'm finding my way into edibles. I'm like, okay, there's got to be, for someone with anxiety like mine and pulse like mine, there's got to be some weed that'll help slow it. And I'm now finding my way. And that's what I did the past 3 days was test out different edibles that actually were awesome. I was like, oh, it's possible to have fun with weed and not have an anxiety attack. And I had some they were maybe at least 5 grams, I don't know, of THC. And I took a corner piece. So I had, let's say, like maybe 1.75, if you will.
You sound like a cop. I'm sorry. You like, let me blink twice. You're Mariska Hargitay right now. Like, I feel like I'm getting got.
Did you know I got blocked by my one drug dealer that I had once?
Ava DuVernay?
I don't know if I should say that on this podcast, but it's out there now.
Ava DuVernay? She blocked, like, that's who blocked you?
And imagine, she's going to come for you next, claiming that she's a drug dealer.
No.
Yeah, I tried to pick up for a friend one time and ended up getting blocked by that drug. And they're like, don't lose my number. Literally verbatim, the drug dealer's like, lose my number, you've wasted my time and money.
Was like your vibe off? Like what happened?
No, I was running late. And he said I messed with his time and money. And
wait, I love that.
Yeah, love that. he was standing on business. But yeah, are you a weed girl? Have you ever found yourself smoking the ganja?
You know this. I famously hate smoking weed. I get too anxious. I'm on a drug called Life, and a drug called my drug of choice is actually called Real Housewives of New York.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
That's actually stronger. That's a strong stuff.
No, yeah. It's also called Arguing with a Barb, which I did today. Okay, let me say this. I don't know if I wish that I even read like one tiny ounce of context for this, but I didn't. I think it's like Nicki Minaj's husband, who's a registered sex offender's husband's birthday. It's like her husband's birthday, and she made this long post on Instagram about like how much she loves him,
Yeah.
And someone quote tweeted it, and they were like, "I'm not reading the Declaration of Coke Dependence," and I sent it to our friend, who was a barb.
Who we won't name.
When I tell you, I got 7 texts back in a row.
Course.
Like, about, that's a lie, how dare you? Like, this is not journalism. Would you ever write this in your newsletter or say it on your podcast? Oh, like, literally sent me links and everything disputing this. And I was like, literally, to hit someone with that, I ain't reading all that. I'm sorry
that happened.
Or happy that happened. That feels like drugs to me. That's like higher than I've ever gotten.
You are such an instigator because you knew exactly what you were going to elicit by doing that. Like you weren't thinking there was like discourse that was going to happen for that. You're like, oh, I'm picking a fight.
It's like starting a spinning top. It's like, it's like when you're talking to someone, it's like, oh, you're just talking to yourself. Like,
but you're always itching for a good screenshot. No, there's no feeling Hunter loves more than the serotonin rush of going and getting that little screenshot and saving it for later. Oh my God. If you know Hunter, know that she has a folder for you.
My archives go back long.
Too long.
Like, I'm still holding on to a text from 2011.
You
like,
have archives of my brother. Like, that's how crazy it goes. You have one
but
of
if
everybody.
you knew what I had, it's hilarious. That one video that Peyton's brother took of a drunk man being escorted out of a bar in South Africa in 2018. Like, no, sorry, I needed it. It was so funny.
Okay, so I'm curious, like, in your phone, like, who do you think is like the most random person you have like tea on or a screenshot of?
Ooh, that's a good question. Barack Obama.
With who? Jennifer Aniston. Hunter knows exactly what's happening. She won't tell us. You are Kamala Harris. Oh my God. You're never being that laugh. Oh my God. You're never being allegations.
No, it's not Barack Obama. I mean, it could be, but no. I shouldn't give it away. It's like actually like too good.
Can you explain who the person is? It's like your cousin's.
No, it's like a divorce. It's a divorce that I've been wondering what happened behind the scenes for years, and I found out, and now I know.
A celebrity or regular people?
Celebrity.
Oh, because you be looking for the tea for regular people too. Yes, you
okay, sorry. I'm like, I shouldn't be nosy.
Okay,
I'm talking to a microphone. I have a podcast. Of course I'm going to be nosy.
You're like, everything entertains me. I don't care the high, the low. It doesn't matter. Equal opportunity.
I walk down the block and I'm rubbernecking just to see the sights, just because I want to know. Call me Joe. I want to know.
What's also really crazy is you've really, this is such a compliment. You've built a community around you of like the sneakiest, haterist is what I was about to say, nosy ass bitches. The hungies, is that what you call your hung up subscribers?
Yeah. Part of me is like, I want to call us hungies, and the other part of me is like, that sounds too crazy. But you know what it's a reference to? Charlie Puth.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate it, but hungies for you, I love actually.
Thank you. Hungies up.
Hungies for you,
fourth quarter.
no hungies for Charlie Puth.
Yeah.
But like so many people have like given you intel where like that you literally cannot post. That's like actual, you're Dumois.
Don't put that curse on me, devil.
I know. It's brave to say. Hold on.
Okay, cut that out.
Yeah. Wait, no, you're not Dumois. You know who you are?
Who?
You're kind of Nikki. And your stands.
Nikki who?
Your stands are the hungies are the barbs.
No.
The way they be acting in everyone's business.
No.
Think about it.
I feed my people. I keep us all fed. I'm not gonna like, I guess, but then again, a very long Instagram caption is kind of like a newsletter when you really think about it. So
that's her Substack.
Balls and strikes. I call a spade a spade.
Sleep on it.
Oh, actually, I'm happy because this week we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we've got some tea.
Yeah, okay, this week we're talking about the new body horror movie, The Substance, starring Mother Demi Moore, and also Netflix's romantic comedy, Nobody Wants This, and then call us Oprah because we're about to share our favorite things.
And don't forget that we have a bonus segment that drops every Thursday only on Wondery Plus. This week we're talking about Mark Zuckerberg getting his body done. You heard that correctly. So subscribe to Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts if you have taste.
So, I'm sorry, let me say this.
No, let me go ahead and say this.
Are you looking for a home for your roast opinions?
Are you a hater first and a lover of pop culture second? Consider this a glorified group chat, but we're not calling you out. No, we're calling you in. It's a safe space.
To talk shit.
But, of course, from Wondery, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Let Me Say This.
Let me say this.
I rarely understand when movies at Cannes get like a 17-minute standing ovation. Those numbers, they're rigged. That seems insane. But then I saw The Substance, which had a 11-minute standing ovation at Cannes. I said, let's make it 13. Let's make it 15. Let's make it 20. That was me in the theater, at least. Oh,
I'm suspicious of you. So A Star Is Born got a standing ovation and you just said like, oh, whatever. Like,
I'm gonna need you to do something for me. It's called focus, okay?
I'm just asking.
We'll get to Gaga in a minute and your man in bronzer, please. Okay, so spoiler ahead. Skip maybe 15 minutes or so if you have not seen The Substance yet, but get it together, go see it, come back to this podcast and listen to us yap about it. So this movie, it follows a Hollywood famous aerobics instructor in her 50s who has been fired from her show so that they can audition younger talent, tale as old as time.
And the older woman is Demi Moore.
famously mother to many on this podcast.
Yes.
And then so she takes a mysterious substance called, you guessed it, the substance, that causes a younger version of herself, played by Margaret Qualley, to crawl out of her back and steal her entire life. The women are basically in a custody battle over their shared consciousness. We love feminism. But when the younger woman breaks the rules, the older woman, takes her revenge and then some. Whew, Hunter, how was your substance experience? How do you feel?
I loved it. I can't wait to do it again. No, I'm.
I was like, that's actually a movie I'm like, once is actually entirely enough.
I did not. I guess I had no sort of preconceived notions going in. I had seen that it was like pretty well reviewed, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's like deep but important, and like, it's intentionally over the top and kind of gonzo and fun in a way that I really appreciated. I also felt like, for obviously like making a lot out of like a pretty small budget, like the movie stars like 3 people, if that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like pretty well done. And also there are so many shots of just like the real uncertainty and like insecurity of like, do I look right? Do I look old? Is that like, when you look at yourself too long in the mirror?
Yes.
And it's like, actually I had a moment like this when I was getting ready today.
Yeah.
Like, oh, am I like wearing too much blush, or should I put on more? I'll try to put a little bit more and then take it off. And then it's like endless.
Correct.
Yeah. And that like cycling, spiraling, I thought was very well done in the movie.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like the things that bothered me were pretty small. Like definitely the over the top, like, this is the subject we're covering, like zooming in on the word were, like, you were great.
Yeah.
It was like, well, okay, so we know that she's older.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation about aging and beauty standards. That's fine. But most of it, I had fun. I was terrified. What's the video of Gwyneth Paltrow where she's looking to camera saying, I laughed, I cried, I got shot. That's what it feels like to go see The Substance. You will get shot for real.
Do you have like a big like squeamish? Like, did it gross you out too much? Because the body horror in this movie is like a lot of like skin being sewn together, a lot of like needles going in, blood coming out.
I knew that would be the case, not even just from seeing the trailer, reading reviews. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm getting in for, and I'm not a body horror person.
Yeah.
I don't, life is scary enough. I can look out my window. Like, I live in Brooklyn. Like, it's fine. But
you sound like Fox News. You're like, let me go outside.
Maybe they made one singular point, but I do feel like this movie, specifically in the third act, said, oh, you thought we took it there? Guess what? There's more.
I mean, yeah, the ending did not work for me. So after, as she goes through, she takes the substance, and Margaret Qualley, or this woman, Sue, younger woman, climbs out of her back, and then they have to switch back every 7 days.
Yeah.
And eventually little Sue is like, just kidding, I'm becoming an it girl. I have to stay on the block. I need to
I'm
be
kind of
out
taking
and
it.
about. Exactly. She's like, so listen, let me have it. And she basically just locks Demi Moore in a closet, and instead of switching, she kind of goes through the motions of whatever they have to do rejuvenate herself, but without going through the body switching part.
Yeah.
And so Demi Moore is in the closet rotting basically.
Yeah.
And the end where she becomes this kind of beast who has 4 heads and tries to make herself into a new third person.
Yeah.
All of that stuff, I was like
we lost the plot.
A little bit. I mean, I don't want to say lost the plot, because the movie creates this language and dynamic that is so over the top and is so elaborate that it's it feels correct, but it also just, I was like, I'm kind of tired of this now. It just felt a little bit tedious.
Yeah. Do you feel the blood, the goriness of it as well, or do you mean just in totality? You felt like it was just kind of something that we were like, where are we going, or what are we doing now?
I mean, the blood stuff at the end when she's basically
just a face.
Yeah, just a face and a bunch of blood and guts. I was like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this. This is too gross.
Yeah, I agree. I know we throw this word around often, but there was a campiness to the gory element that I think allowed me to sit through the body horror of it all. And I was fucking impressed. Again, standing ovation, 11 minutes. Let's talk Demi Moore. Let's talk Margaret Qualley.
Okay, more on Demi Moore.
More and more.
Okay, after I left The Substance, I started thinking about this thing that I tweeted in 2020.
Okay.
Imagine it's November 27th, 2020, 10:40 p.m. And I said, I think that we as a society do not arrive at Timothée Chalamet without Demi Moore and Ghost. And I've been wondering ever since what I meant. And I saw The Substance and I was like, what did I know and when did I know it?
You said, so I ate that. Okay.
Like, she
Understood.
really took The Substance and guess who came out? Timothée Chalamet. I wish I knew what I was talking about when I said that, but I know
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
But you know what I mean? I don't know. She has a lot of sons. I think Demi Moore is such a like captivating, I mean, beautiful, obviously, but she is like such an American movie star where it's like she's such a capable actor in a way that I just really am intrigued by.
Yeah, I also feel like I need to do my due diligence and read her book.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Is it mostly about like her acting legacy or like more personal life stuff?
I would say a healthy mix of both.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. She's had like such a strange career of like never doing stuff that's like super, super highbrow. Like, it's not like she was like in a Big Little Lies or something like that.
Yeah.
Or even like she doesn't have like Nicole Kidman's output. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, it's like she's been in so many iconic movies: G.I. Jane, Ghost, St. Elmo's Fire,
Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle,
and that was like
which is a cousin to this movie if you think about it. Like in terms of like tone,
but also in the way that like I think her, I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about this before. How like the most like formative celebrity relationship, or one of them for me, was Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
I like couldn't get enough, and just like the public conversation on her aging as like being like an older girlfriend it feels so meta in conversation with like this movie and how it thinks about the kind of like replaceability of a woman.
Absolutely, beautifully casted. Like I love when that happens and it happens smoothly, because sometimes that casting happens and the actor is too close, I think, to whatever the subject is. But I feel like Demi Moore in that moment, she's more removed from it now to where like it hits home that like this is the actor playing this role. Like,
yes, exactly. It's not just like a reaction. It really feels like a true kind of like reflection and like meta commentary.
Yeah. Love her.
But wait, but you actually do love her.
I do, actually. Yeah. Yeah. When I said mother to many, I meant that. Because my sister took me to Kabbalah. My sister, I wore a little red bracelet around my wrist.
This is what I'm talking about when I say when you grow up in LA, it doesn't matter who you are, you're a Nepo baby. I've never met Demi Moore. I would love to have the pleasure. I would love to have the honor.
Yeah, I could see you guys talking some shit. We are not like intimate friends. I grew up with Tallulah Willis, her daughter, who's lovely and amazing, and we were like friends in middle school. And by proxy, came to Kabbalah once or twice and learned a lot. Actually, I wasn't paying attention, I think. I just was like, I think I'm the only Black person here. And then Tallulah was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and then it was a chill time. Tallulah and Demi, so graciously took me to I guess it's like the Celebrity All-Star Game. Graciously until I was photographed. This historic photo that lives on Getty.com.
I want you to go to Getty Images right now. I want you to go get Getty Images and type in Tallulah Willis. Go literally to like maybe I'm going to say like third oldest page, and you're going to see some photos that you will not regret.
And Hunter, when Hunter saw that, when I brought it up, because I look busted beyond belief. And Hunter, what did you say?
You can't look
to the
busted
camera?
as a child.
No, you can. You can. We should start. Never mind. Never mind, actually.
Feminism, walk out of the room. Just
it's saying. Never in the room with me. Hunter, look to the camera, please, and tell the audience what you said I looked like.
What I said.
Say it. It's okay.
I want them to like put the photo in like so they know what I mean when I say you look like the Black child a white actress adopts after she wins an Oscar.
And like they didn't know how to do my hair.
Yeah, like exactly.
Braid sticking
like
out.
She's like going up to Black women like, can you help me with this child? You know what I mean?
Yes. And I was wearing my older brother's Allen Iverson jersey because I'm thinking we're going to a basketball game. This is basketball attire.
You are me as hell.
I know, but of course I'm like an idiot and a slut, and I like a slut. I'm 8 years old. I did that little tie thing.
Cute.
You know, and I tied it and I flipped it up so I had a little crop top showing.
Cunt.
Yeah. I was before my time.
You were ready.
Other girls weren't moving like me.
Oh my God, I should have looked up who was at that celebrity basketball game. If it's like Ashton Kutcher and like I don't know who would have been on his team.
But truly, like, lovely, lovely woman from my brief interactions. And Tallulah's the sweetest and the best.
I love that. But reading the Demi Moore memoir and also just like generally how he moves through life in Hollywood, it's always fuck Ashton Kutcher. Oh my God. He was cheating on her like crazy.
Say it.
I'm telling you, had women in their marital bed. Like it's shocking. And she talks about all of it in the book. It's so good.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like Hungies had reported in live and told you the news.
No.
But
this is all in the book. Yes.
I have to go back to something though. Margaret Qualley shade.
I'm not so thrilled. I'm not like as enthusiastic about her as everyone else is. I thought she was good in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Her little like finger looking toes everywhere, all those shots. You know, it's like Tarantino. You know what I'm talking about though. And then I liked her in Poor Things where she had no lines and had no scenes and just stood there for 3 seconds, and that was like her only contribution in the movie. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do more of that.
Well, I love her as a physical actress, and she's just like, because she's a dance background, like I love watching the way her body
You
moves.
just like that one music video. Directed by Olivia Wilde.
I know.
With Shia LaBeouf.
That Olivia took her name off of. Yes, some of her best work, unfortunately, is in this music video.
Was that like the Lumineers?
No, it was
her
Rainsford, her sister.
Oh, okay.
I like a Nepo baby. I don't mind them. I don't mind them, Tallulah. Love you, girl. And you know who I don't mind either? Margaret Qualley. I think she's a good actress. Beautiful, expressive eyes.
Not the point of the movie at all, but she looked fucking great in this movie.
Talking about getting your body done. Oh my God.
She had
she
fake
literally
boobs.
did.
Yeah, literally. They like gave her like a front.
Yeah. The American Apparelification of this movie. I need it in a lab immediately.
Okay, we have to talk about the most important supporting performance, however, and you know what I'm talking about.
3, 2, 1. Big yellow coat.
Mm-hmm. The big yellow coat. Big yellow coat.
Mm-hmm.
Big yellow coat.
Her work.
I felt like that one video of Paris Hilton when she's like, can I have like 2 more of these little blonde bitches when she's ordering a popsicle? Yes. I'm like, can I have 2 more of these like big yellow coats, please? Yeah. That's what I thought I was doing when I bought a lime green pea coat from J. Crew in 2011.
Thank you for saying 2011. I got really nervous for a moment. I was like, don't express yourself. Less of that. Okay, you know what I really appreciate in a movie is, especially something that you never know if it's going to be kind of cult classic-y or huge, is when they appeal to the annoying gay. Like, Halloween is going to be awesome this year.
I've already seen people on Twitter being like, I've ordered the whole costume on Amazon. I was like, ooh, girl.
Gay man. Gay man. Gay man.
Girl, what do you think?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a straight man. Okay. No, totally.
Maybe these days they're, open-minded. But I love that. I love when like a movie lends itself to costuming in a really fun way, or like an easy, repeatable kind of look.
Yes, but it's also like the way that the coat, all those shots of Demi Moore walking down the street wearing the coat, and that's all you can see, and it's like she's hiding within it.
Yeah.
But also like it's almost like a shield repelling everything away from her. It just I don't know. I just thought it was like such a brilliant costuming.
The way that she puts it on, even though she's wearing a red dress out to a date one time.
Oh,
so
yes.
It's like you are making some crazy choices, including this body double of yours. But all in all, out of 10, what would you give it? You can be honest.
I would say like a healthy 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
for you, that's great.
No, I would say that's like pretty high praise.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was gonna give like an 8, maybe like a 8 point something. Yeah, I had way more fun than I thought I would.
I feel like some of the ideas like didn't fully connect with the Dennis Quaid of it all. Like that stuff, like the more like industry part of it, I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
I got a little Moulin Rouge at a point with him in a way that I didn't like.
Yeah. Okay, well, our friend Paul McCallion, after he saw the substance on Instagram, he like posted this thing: what celebrities would take the substance? So shout out to Paul. Who do you think would take it?
Me, Martha Stewart, and Bella Swan.
I'm asking you like a real question, and
I
get, like,
gave you a real answer.
Ay.
Would I? You know me. Would I take it?
I don't think you would.
Once, just to see.
No, because you'd get too jealous of that girl. You'd stay awake just to kill her. I know you.
I would watch her be birthed just to murder her. Yeah. You'll never be me. Okay, but Martha Stewart would. She's also a try anything once kind of girl.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
sure.
Who are yours?
Sure. I think Jude Law.
Next.
I think The Rock. He's trying to get his hands on it already.
And I'd love to find out.
Ugh.
More The Rock. More Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
You're so nasty. And who else? Oh my God, Lana Del Rey
I
would.
don't think so.
No, I think she would.
Or she would do it wrong. Alti, no shade. So More on that. You know what I mean?
She would do it wrong.
She'd like miss her vein. She would like do, I don't know. She'd forget, like, not even like on purpose.
But it wouldn't be like another hurt coming out of her back. It would be like
Jack Antonoff.
It would be like something. It would be something else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Don't keep the substance away from Lana Del Rey. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. So there's a new Netflix show that everybody's talking about called Nobody Wants This. It's about a rabbi played by Adam Brody and a non-Jewish, very sex-positive podcaster played by Kristen Bell, and they fall in love. And I think there are some FTC guidelines being broken right now.
What do you mean, it's Spawn?
It must be the way people are talking about it, like it's good.
Oh, yes.
And so there's some lies that are happening. I need to start seeing some like hashtag Netflix partner.
Oh.
There's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way y'all are being fucking for real.
It's crazy because I didn't realize it was like so universally acclaimed. I saw like, 5 people tweeting about it incessantly. Won't say any names. And
But if you are listening, you know who you are.
And I pressed play because you told me to. And the first episode like charmed me. So in that episode, Kristen Bell, who is the podcaster, she like goes to a friend's dinner party and she's told that there's gonna be like a rabbi and like a hot divorced guy. And she like ends up talking to Adam Brody and she's like, oh my God, like I love the divorced guy. And there's like a dinner scene where someone asks like the rabbi's opinion and Adam Brody is like revealed to be the rabbi. And it's like, oh wow, that's like, I didn't know rabbis could be like young. Like I don't know.
Well, I watched And Just Like That and I saw Hari Nef play a hot, young, cool rabbi. So some of us knew that. Maybe Aaron Foster, creator of the show, stole that plot point. I will understand.
Ooh, we're flinging around allegations today.
Wait, whoa! I'm like really like erect. I'm not speaking right now. Well, I'm annoyed because I love peer pressure and I love to follow the group. So if someone likes something, I'm normally like sure, which I need to work on.
That's
actually.
a lie. I talk about Roni every single day of my life. And have you pressed play yet? What happened following the group?
You're different than the group. You're somewhere else. You're like Scar. You know what I mean? Like there's people that are, in The Lion King.
I know
like a
who
community.
Scar is.
Wait, that was kind of nasty. Let's go back before I like burn my bridge with Hunter.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What didn't work for you? Like, did you not think it was romantic enough? You didn't think it was funny? You didn't think it was like enough of a love story?
All of the above.
Okay.
Like I think it was just lackluster in every single category that it was being so praised for. Like, oh my God, the sexual tension. I thought their like first kiss scene was fine. Like I love a kiss with a hand involved. That's beautiful. That's nice.
Like a hand cupping head.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Like I'm talking about fingering. I love kissing with a hand involved. But I felt like I was underwhelmed by something that was just like I was being hit over the head over and over with on Twitter.com and actually red flag. I saw most conversation about it happening on Instagram.
Oh, that's when you should have known.
It's target demo. Millennial white women.
I kind of love this for you though, because like you feel about Nobody Wants Us the way that I feel about industry, or I'm like, wait, this is what you guys like? This is what's supposed to be like, not just good, but like this is supposed to be like cutting edge on like the front lines of like real creative endeavor. Like, that's crazy to me.
I'm shuffling my cards because I have something important to say. No, so we're experts in our field. You're an expert in diabolical, messy women, young women.
And thank you
taking
so much.
Power.
And thank you so much.
I am an expert
in yearning and loving. You took the words right out of your mouth. I already know
in a rom-com. Nothing I'm better at.
This is the thing that watching it, there were so many like cute moments, but I wasn't getting like, what does this woman see in this man? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
correct.
That's the kind of thing that I was missing. I was like, oh, totally. I mean, listen, I have eyes and a heart. Like I love Adam Brody. He seems like, especially growing up watching him on Gilmore Girls and on what I've seen of the OC, like he is like the prototypical man of a generation where it's like kind of like intellectual, but also like kind of sarcastic, but also very sweet, like big heart boy. Love that.
Yeah.
But in this, I was like, I see like how you can be attracted to him, but it's like, but what do you like about him other than that he has like this, I don't know, rich emotional life that just comes from being a rabbi? Maybe that was it. I just kind of, and also, I mean, maybe this is weird, but like I felt like I was like watching someone, I was like, you couldn't Google what shalom means? Like all of her questions about Judaism are just so like shallow and simplistic. I was like,
Yeah.
but wait, I'm from Oklahoma and I know what shalom means. Like
I'm from LA, so I knew what shalom meant when I was like 3.
But you know, it just felt
yeah.
like, oh, I'm reading like a Vox explainer of a religion,
I
and that's
couldn't
like
agree
most
more.
of their conversations.
Well, the whole thing always felt like it wouldn't go deeper enough than a like PSA or like a after school special. That's how it started to feel to me, with like some witty one-liners.
Yeah.
And I think they relied a little too heavily on Kristen Bell's charisma and Adam Brody's like universal charm, because like lesbians that watched In the Land of Women, yeah, that's my man.
Yeah, it's the Judaism conversations with like, a lot of the character work that I was like,
Yeah.
shouldn't we like, does she only like not know stuff about religion in general? That's kind of crazy. And also like the gay dad thing, I was like, this feels so like, I don't know, like
there's no
ABC
reason for
sitcom.
it to be top 10 on Netflix. There's no reason for redacted, and definitely redacted to be tweeting about this. Like,
yeah,
it just feels, I don't know. I also feel like the Netflix top 10 thing is actually made up. Like only like one of them is real. I think normally they just want people to either they're pushing someone to a show or they're, you know.
So you don't think that Atlas was the #1 movie in the world for like 3 weeks running? The Jennifer Lopez movie?
Hashtag Netflix partner Hunter. Go ahead with your bad self.
Yeah, I guess it's like watching it, I liked what I saw enough that I kept watching.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was like, I saw someone comparing it to When Harry Met Sally. I was like, bitch, where? You need to sign a disclosure form before you start comparing things to When Harry Met Sally. Like that's when I have to like, we need to stop playing right here.
I'm not a foster family fan to begin with. So I was
do you know them from your dealings in LA? As in LA Nepo baby?
They run in local circles. So yeah, it's not for me. And I love a good rom-com. I love a good turn my brain off. I love something that's like gonna make me kick my feet and giggle. But none of that was happening in my home.
This is another. So granted, I haven't seen all of it. I've watched up until the episode about the ick, which I thought was like fun.
Yeah.
But I did see this like kind of controversy where people were saying that it is like that all the depictions on this show of Jewish women are like super stereotypical. Did you see this?
Yeah,
and that Erin
did she
Foster,
reply?
Yes, she did an interview in the LA Times. I have the quote.
Okay.
She says, "I think we need positive Jewish stories right now. I think it's interesting when people focus on, oh, this is a stereotype of Jewish people when you have a rabbi as the lead." She says, "A hot, cool young rabbi who smokes weed. That's like not how people think about a rabbi." Which I was like, interesting that your defense against this is a like kind of shallow and stereotypical depiction of women is like, well, look at this man.
Girl, I guess.
I'm like, wait, turn this on. Like, what?
For once.
But watching it, I was like, wait, I do see that. Like, all of the Jewish women on the show are so stereotypical. Like, they're so like, I mean, the sister-in-law, like, I was like, what?
I was like, let's tone it down a wee bit.
Yeah.
That's why I had to press pause. I didn't finish it either. I got to that. I finished that episode and I said, let me take care of myself.
Yeah.
Let me get back to LA.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something was wrong.
But the first episode was getting like white insecure to me. Like all like the shots of like LA like places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean though?
And
like,
it felt comforting
would,
to
like,
me.
Do those like
Yeah. Do you think that Adam Brody is making top 5 of White Boy of the Week? You think he's placing? Because Netflix is pushing for it.
You love making a list of white men.
I went to private school. I'm addicted.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Who else is this competition right now?
Tune in next week. I got an answer for you. But I think he's around maybe like 3, 4.
Yeah.
Him, not the show.
I don't like a man wearing a Nike kill shot. Those sneakers, but I think he's so handsome. He's so like dreamy.
All right, fine. I don't know. I'm very, for the people watching, we didn't even do a spoiler for this. Good. Now it's been spoiled. I don't care. But tired, nobody wants this. Wired, the summer I turned pretty.
Oh, so Jenny Han season, please come back. I need more of my girl. What's her name? Bella?
Veins.
What's her name?
Belly.
Yes, I need more. No, I need more of Belly.
Bring back a true star.
Yes. Oh my
Anyway.
gosh.
Okay, so I do need you to take away my Chase Sapphire credit card.
Ooh, she got money.
Chase Sapphire. You have an Amex. What's the ranking?
Why
of
don't you
credit cards?
mind your business?
Yeah,
Why don't
I
you?
know. And the number
why
is
am I in it?
87. But I've fallen victim, if you will, to the TikTok shop.
Mm.
And I know you don't pay rent there. I know you don't even visit that neighborhood, but Hunter refuses to open TikTok. But TikTok specifically has like mastered out of all the social media platforms the shopping, I guess, integration. Like it's too easy to see some little influencer telling you to buy mouth tape because it's going to help your jawline and it's going to like stop your breathing through your mouth and through your nose and it's better for you and all these things. And next thing you know, it's 11 p.m. and you have like 14 in your cart. And checking out is like 2 taps of a button.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I feel like actually though, like TikTok is doing the thing that a lot of social media platforms probably wish they did, which is like adding a commerce element smoothly
From the beginning. Yeah.
and really just doing what social media has always been, which is just a commerce platform. Like influencing has just like looked a bunch of different ways, but now there's like a direct link attached to it in a way that looks super organic too.
Yes, like the kind of you're talking about. I mean, in my mind, where it's like how Instagram or Twitter or whatever, it's like the Shop My, like all those like different versions of how to like get an affiliate income. Basically.
Yeah, like how many times have you found yourself going to a link in a bio?
All the time if it's linked to Let Me Say This.
Yeah. You're like, wait, what do you mean? Because like that, I feel like it's like, oh, it's an extra step. And the TikTok element of it has made it so seamless and so dangerous for someone like me who finds herself sometimes addicted to capitalism. I'm a Taurus. I'm sorry. I'm working on
interesting. I'm not very easily swayed. I don't know if you know that about me. I'm actually like very strong in my convictions and I'm hard-headed too. So once I make my mind up,
Hunter's stubborn.
I'm
Breaking
hard
news.
to influence. What can I say? I'm like, oof.
But it's obviously led me to some purchases I actually would be fucking with.
Do you tape your mouth at night, bitch?
I tried it once, but then I
we
realized
didn't tape it during the day too.
On this podcast, I go quiet as it's kept. Okay, quiet on set, but it's my story. My God, ooh, that was bad. Take that out.
No.
Oh my God. But I will say, I taped it one night just to be like, whatever. Like, let me try it. And then I realized, like, I already sleep with my mouth closed. Like, I'm already a nose breather. Like, it didn't privilege, brag, you know. But like, I was like, oh, wait, so I didn't need to buy these at all, actually. But I'm curious if other girls see results. But I want to know, especially for you. Yeah, I'm kind of easily influenced, unfortunately. But also a great influencer. What has influenced you?
Okay. I'm like still on the cusp of like buying certain things from stuff I've seen on the internet, but the latest thing is actually this top. It's by Meow. I actually didn't even plan this. I just put this on today.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Miaou.
Wow, I thought it was Mao.
I'm pretty sure it's Meow. But I just like kept seeing these girls like little like kind of like little like titty tops. Yeah. And I was like, whatever. I got a skirt first. I had this bubble skirt. Immediately tried it on. I was like, absolutely not. It looks like a diaper on me. It looks crazy. It's like bloomer skirt.
I can imagine your face trying on a bubble skirt.
It was awful.
Those things don't make sense.
It was like too short too. I was like, I hate that. It felt so like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that was immediately returned, and then I like couldn't get my money back, so I had to exchange it. So I got this top and another top. This is like a little like baby tee, which is like soft. I like it. But then I got one of their corsets that they're kind of like Instagram-y, like famous for. Yeah. Oh my God, I hated it. The quality is not there. Okay. It's like not even like tight structured. It's tight, like it's like stretchy. Yeah. Like it's just like form-fitting, but it's not like corset-y.
I feel like that's one of those brands that I see on Essence sale even when there's not a sale happening. You know what I mean?
That is like the meanest thing I've ever heard.
But then it's like they're like it's always available for a lower price. And now I'm like, oh, is there a reason?
Yeah. I don't know. I heard the owner is like some rich girl in LA. I'm again surprised that you don't know who I'm talking about.
But I mean, we're friends.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just like this top I like. But yeah, the skirt and the corset, I wasn't working for me. But you know what I'm about to buy from TikTok?
What?
Is a wet vac. A wet vacuum for furniture. I'm like obsessed. I'm big into cleaning.
I haven't even
TikTok.
seen
Yeah.
That's not my corner of the internet. It should be.
Oh,
my God.
it's so.
Wish it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it like a handheld thing or is it more of like a big girl?
It's has like a big like carriage,
Yeah.
but then it's like a handheld like thing.
Yeah.
But I like my vacuum. But I also have like a little handheld vacuum that's like also like nice for like smaller projects.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, also this leads me to something on TikTok, which is like they have really good like I was wondering the size of it because they have really good to go like things. Like they have a really small like travel size but really efficient steamer that I just bought again like 2 nights ago. And you know the way I bought it was on like a QVC style live video. Like that's like the new thing.
Okay,
It's so
I know
weird.
that people are trying to make that a thing, but I don't know. But then again, listen, the way that I watch these wet vac videos, maybe that's for me.
Yeah, maybe you need to
the
tune
way
in.
that I like tune in, I love to see them like pour the water, like the dirty water into the
Ooh,
toilet
yeah.
and flush it, and it's like, ugh, this is so satisfying.
Actually, those videos for the rugs get me every time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just want them to have like a rug that's like not filthy, just like dirty.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so what else are you buying?
Okay, what I've recently bought that I really love, one, I was gonna pull up my phone, but I think my credit card's on the back of it, so I won't. I got the Octobuddy phone case.
Yes.
Octobuddy, I think, is a brand, but it's like everyone hates it and it's made me a monster, but it's also made my life easier because I don't have to ask people to take fucking videos and photos of me. I just slap that shit on a glass wall. It's like the Octobuddy case has a bunch of little suction cups on the back of it so that you can stick it to mostly glass surfaces. Sometimes when you're really drunk, you might think a tree will hold it. It won't. If you ever go there,
Lord have mercy.
it won't stick to the tree.
But like this is funny because the one time that you stayed at my house and dog sat Remy and also took the cutest video with her ever, but you were so ashy in the photo, so I can't post it unfortunately. Anyway, I saw those little Octobuddy marks all on every window, on every mirror of my home. I was like, and it's like weeks later I'd be like, dang, she got you there too.
Everywhere, any surface, like the mirrors.
No, I was like on the refrigerator. Like really? No, it was too
and
funny.
I did have to film Spawn in your apartment one day, and I remember I was trying to film Spawn, and Remy was running amok. And I said, you going in your home over there, so I can get this content off. I do love that. I will say it does make it really seamless for me to shoot content when no one wants to take a damn video of you, and then you don't get mad at anyone for taking a bad video. So let's honor that. And then I kept getting this Instagram sponsored. You know how the Instagram clothes that get sponsored ads always feel like fake brands?
Like Meow.
Like, yeah. And so I like hesitated to order from them, but I saw this one long sleeve shirt that it was this really nice cream. It just looked so soft. And I am a Taurus. I'm addicted. I'm ruled by Venus or something. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm ruled by Mercury. But I saw this shirt maybe like 10 times in 1 week. And I was like, they got me again. The algorithm, the little FBI agent in my phone got me good. I checked out. It was a little too expensive. But the Deiji Studios, I think it's what it's called, DEIJI, the softest shirt I've ever put on. It's the one that I wore.
Were you wearing it like last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I think on this very podcast. That was a loud slap of my knee in case anyone heard that. But it's like truly, it's one of those shirts that I think does that perfect thing where it has a little bridge between being like cozy and comfortable, but also looks nicer than it is. That's like peak dressing for me. Is like, oh, that person looks so comfortable, but also incredibly chic.
Yeah.
Anyway, loved it.
I wish to be that person. I'm always like, oh, I want to like dress in all black more. But then I'm like, I don't look like the
you
Olsen
Harper
twin.
Stern.
No, you look in the mirror. Slap on that Octobuddy and turn it around.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I have been, okay, I'm obsessed with Old Navy. This is not Spawn at all. But like they've like done this collection of like 1994, like brought to now. Oh my gosh. I have literally bought like 4 things. Like I had that one rugby, the blue one. It looks like the Loewe one that Rihanna and Hailey Bieber have. No, I'm not giving it up. Yeah,
I'm a girl's girl. It's Old Navy. Hashtag Old Navy partner.
I loved it. And then I got another red one, like another red rugby. And then I have 2 fleece, like pullover, like quarter zips.
Honestly, love Old Navy. I love a basic.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And like they actually feel like good. They don't feel like flimsy, like shitty Instagram clothes.
Yeah.
But
So you
anyway.
said fuck the algorithm, actually.
Yes.
And get your ass to a local Old Navy right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, I did have a big ticket purchase.
Okay.
I got one of those LED like face masks. But I got the nice one.
I thought you already had the nice one. I thought you had the Dr. Dennis Gross one. Isn't that one nice?
No, that's a steamer.
Oh,
girl,
sorry.
it would be a bitch in a pimple patch who doesn't know what she's talking about when it comes to skincare. Let me just say that, okay?
Keep on keeping on with the goddamn rich girl purchase. Go.
No, I did not get facials for like 6 months, except for one that was gifted, so that I could get this like LED light, because that's my new thing. I think if I don't do anything to my skin but just LED, that's gonna be the difference maker. But you can't get the ones that have the little eye holes cut out, because if that light is supposed to be like actually good enough, then it can't be so close to like your naked eye. So I think that like some of those are like scams. Not scams, they're just like not super effective.
Yeah. You know, when it's time to eat the rich, I know who I'll be chewing on. And guess where I'm spending that money? The TikTok shop. Well, that's it for this week. As usual, we are 2 online, so you don't have to be.
I need a substance, but I don't need the substance. Does that make sense?
For you, it does. Capitalism will kill us all, but it will at least kill me first.
It's like, I'm happy that 12-year-old me bought high on Adam Brody stock and is also keeping high on Adam Brody stock. So what can I say?
If you have Adam Brody stock, stay in line. Stay where you are.